Hi folks, I'm Hector Garcia, and if you follow my channel for a while, you know I'm an accountant and I do a lot of video tutorials, mostly in QuickBooks, Excel, and other tools that accountants tend to use in order to help a small business run their accounting. I actually use different programs to do video editing. I use Camtasia, ScreenFlow, depending on the situation. However, there's a free program called LOOM, which is actually really neat, and it's free. They do have a paid option, but it's really worth looking at. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use LOOM and how to create your own video tutorials for free. So I'm in the loom.com website, and I'm going to click on pricing just so you can kind of see what is it that they offer. And they're going to offer a free basic version, and that has some sort of time limit. I don't use a free version. I use the pro version, which is somewhere between $5 and $10 a month, depending on when you buy it. And here's the pro version at the moment. And what I like about the pro version is it's got some editing tools. So I'm going to show you the editing tools a little bit deeper into the video. So the next step is to click on Get Loom for free and set up the account. Now, one thing I want to mention is Loom actually has different ways of being used. It's got a Chrome extension, which is probably my favorite thing to do, which is basically like a little app that installs in your Google Chrome, whether you have a Mac or a PC. That's going to work the exact same way. They also have a desktop app and the website itself that actually stores the videos, and you can do different things with it. Once you create the account in Loom, it will look like this. All the videos that you create will be saved in your Loom account. And then from here, you can do different things. You can save it. You can share it. You actually don't have to take the video and put it into Facebook or put it into YouTube. You can just leave it in Loom, and you can share or embed that in your website if you want to. So let's go ahead and create a new video so you can see what the process looks like. So I went ahead and opened a sample QuickBooks file because that's most of my tutorials are QuickBooks tutorials. And I'm going to show you from my Google Chrome browser how you launch Loom and create a video tutorial. So here on the top right, you're going to see the Loom icon, which is that red multiple circle icon. I don't even know how to describe that. And you click on that, and then it opens up a little pop-up window on the right-hand side that gives you the multiple options. You're going to see Screen plus Cam, which basically means you do a screen share, and it takes the video from the webcam as well. Or you can pick screen only, and then the screen will, and then the webcam will disappear, and there will not be any webcam at all. Or you can do cam only, which would basically be 100% of the webcam. Now you will notice that on the webcam, you have different sizes. So I can pick the small one, the medium one, and the large one. So whichever one I pick will depict the size of that webcam capture. So you can actually pick any size you want. I'm going to go and change it to screen and cam because that's kind of the standard way I do videos. And I'm going to make this the smallest because usually you want to be very careful about having too much of the webcam because it could be confusing and distracting. Now the other nice thing is you can drag it up and down, left and right. You can basically position it anywhere you want, and you probably want to position it where it would least bother your audience, where it would least cover the stuff that you're trying to showcase. So I'm going to put this one all the way in the bottom left where it was originally. Now you will also notice that you have two options. You have full desktop and you have current tab. So the difference is current tab would be capturing what's inside of the Google Chrome tab, what's inside of the specific browser that you have open. And if you open other tabs and leave your Chrome application, it's not going to record any of that stuff. So it will only stay within that tab, within that last website you had open. So if you're a full desktop, it will ask you some additional questions, which we're going to show you how that works in a second. Now I'm going to go down here and click on camera source. So if I have multiple webcams, so I got one webcam, which is here on my computer, and then let me switch it over, and I got a webcam that's right here on top of my second monitor. I can pick which webcam I want to use. So if you have multiple webcams, you get to choose that. You can also flip the camera, so you can do that if you want to, if that's valuable to you. And then if you got multiple microphones, like I got my built-in microphone, I have the microphone that I have here in front of me. I got multiple microphones hooked up into my computer, so I want to pick which microphone I essentially want to use to record the audio. Now there's an option called use photo for screen only. Honestly, I have no idea what that is. So I don't even check it. So I don't know what that is. And there's control menu, which is this control menu on the bottom left. You can actually choose to hide that if you want to. So let me show you. If I click on control menu and take that off, notice that that little control menu goes away. So I can choose to show it or not show it. What's nice about the control menu is you can hover over any of these and you get the keyboard shortcut. So Alt Shift L will start the recording, Alt Shift P will pause or resume the recording, and then Alt Shift C will cancel the recording. So if you memorize those keyboard shortcuts, it'll be easier for you to kind of start and stop the recording. And then we got the recording countdown, which basically just counts down when you hit record to give you a few seconds to prepare. So we're going to go ahead and pick this full desktop option just so we can see what the next screen looks like. And we're going to go ahead and start the recording. So I'm going to go ahead and click on start recording. And on the next screen, it gives you two options. One is, do you want to record your entire screen? And that basically means that it's not going to be a section of your screen, it's the entire screen as the description says. And you can choose whether it's screen 1 or screen 2. I actually have two monitors hooked up, so I can pick which of the two. It can't do both, so I have to pick one of the two. So I can do full screen. The other one is application window, which is pretty neat. You can actually pick an application window that's already open, and if you pick that, Loom will actually just record the geographic section where that window currently is. If you actually move the window around, you could essentially not record that window. So this is your application window is really just to record a subsection of your screen. I guess that's the best way to explain it. So I'm just going to do your entire screen and pick screen number 2 and then click on share. Okay, we officially started recording. Because I have the pro version, I can do some cuts and edits afterwards, so I don't have to start doing my official video per se. If you got the free version, once you hit record, everything goes and you kind of have to start at that point. So I'll take a quick second to kind of compose myself and then I'll get the video started. Hi folks, I'm Hector Garcia. I'm an accountant and I'm going to show you what the new updates to QuickBooks Online in 2020 look like when it comes to the new Create button. If you use QuickBooks Online for a while, you've noticed that there used to be a Create button on the top right of the screen, right next to the magnifying glass, but now they have moved that and moved it all the way to the left-hand side on the left navigation bar, and the button now says New. You see a plus sign, and then it says New. The purpose of moving the button there is so you can see all your navigation shortcuts all in one place. When you click on New, you're going to see a new menu open up that will give you all the options for all the possible transaction types you can create in QuickBooks Online. You will see that it's split up into 4 columns: customers, vendors, employees, and other, and virtually 95% of the functions you'll be using in QuickBooks Online will be found under that new button. However, if you click on the gear menu, you will see some additional options there as well, but those are not as common. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I will go ahead and see, I made a mistake there. I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to say. So maybe I'll cut this after. So let me just give my website at the end, I guess. So if you need more information, go to www.hectorgarcia.com and hire a professional to help you set up your QuickBooks and help you learn how to use QuickBooks the proper way. Thank you. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now by just clicking on this checkbox. And it will take a couple of minutes. So the recording is done. Loom automatically uploads the video into the Loom website. It's actually super fast. It's pretty much done uploading at this point. I'm going to go ahead and click on play just to kind of see what that looks like. Okay, we officially started recording. Because I have the pro version, I can do some cuts and edits afterwards, so I don't have to start doing my official video first. All right, so you get the point. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a full screen here and then hit play. Where's my play button? There it is. You got the free version. Once you hit record, everything goes and you kind of have to start at that point. So perfect. So that makes it's pretty self-explanatory. Now there's a couple of options here. So you can click on where it says download, and that would download it into your computer so you can upload it into Facebook or YouTube or whatever. You can click on duplicate video to just make 2 versions of it. You can delete it if you didn't like it, or you can share it, which basically gives you a link or gives you the capacity to share into Twitter or Facebook. Again, if you're going to upload it into YouTube, you're going to have to download it. Now, next step I want to do is I want to change the name of the video itself. That's probably the most logical next step. So let's call this let's call it New QuickBooks Online Create Button, right? Whatever name I want to give it. Obviously, I could change that name later. So I got the name down. I got the video down. Now also remember that there was some issues with the beginning at the end, and I made a mistake. So I want to do some of the trimming. Like I said, you need the Pro Edition to do the trimming. So the free one is for you to record and just be done with it. So you might have to kind of practice or get it done right if you just use the free version. But let's do a couple of trimming here real quick just to kind of see what that looks like. So I'm going to click on trim and let me hit play real quick. I'll take a quick second to kind of compose myself and then I'll get the video started. Hi folks. Okay, so around there somewhere what's going to start. Okay, I'll pause it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on start trimming. And then I'm going to select in red all the stuff that I want to trim. So let's go back here. Let me hit play. Hi, folks. Okay, so I have to go a little bit forward. Let's hit play again. Hi, folks. I'm Hector. Perfect, right? So the trim, the red is what I'm cutting out. It's what I'm trimming out. Let's see what else we got over here. Oh, oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Go back to that again. Hi, folks. Okay, that's good. Let's do some more trimming here. So let me click on remove. So I'm going to start with clicking on remove. Get rid of that. Let me hit play and see what else I'm going to trim out. I'm Hector Garcia. I'm an accountant, and I want to show you what the new updates to QuickBooks Online you can create in QuickBooks Online. You will see that it's split up into, but those are not. We'll go ahead and all right, so that's around, let me hit pause. That's around where I had the error. So let me go back and see what was a good stopping point there. For that video, I will go ahead and nope. Video. All right, I'll stop there. Go back a little more. Nope. Okay, so when I set video, I stop there. I'm gonna click start trimming and let me see what the next step here is. Let me just give my website at the end, I guess. So if you need more information. Okay, so I have to go here somewhere. Just give my website at the end, I guess. Okay, so that's really where I want to stop, right here. Let's see. So if you need more information, go to www.hectorgarcia.com and hire a professional to help you set up your QuickBooks and help you learn how to use QuickBooks the proper way. Thank you. Okay, so I'll stop there. So somewhere around here, I have to do another trim. So let me click on remove, and then go to start trimming, and then click on remove. So I'm good to go. I think I've done all the trims that I want. Let me click on publish changes. And then this is going to take a couple of minutes, probably seconds, and I'll start doing the trimming. And then once the trimming is done, I should be able to preview it, no issue. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so I guess it's still thinking. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it in double speed, and I'm going to click play. Hi folks, I'm Hector Garcia. I'm an accountant, and I want to show you what the new updates to QuickBooks Online in 2020 look like when it comes to the new Create button. If you use QuickBooks Online for a while, you'll notice there used to be a Create button on the top right of the screen, right next to the magnifying glass, but now they have moved that all the way to the left-hand side of the left navigation bar, and the button now says New. You see a plus sign, and then it says New. The purpose of moving the button there is so you can see all your navigation shortcuts all in one place. When you click on New, you're going to see a new menu open up that will give you all the options for all the possible transaction types you can create in QuickBooks Online. You will see. Let me slow it down for a second because that's kind of crazy. But really what I'm looking for, that speed is not to set the speed of the video. That's just for playback purposes. So the user itself will get to pick what playback. But what I really want to make sure is I want to make sure my cuts are okay. So let me hit play. Split up into 4 columns, customers, vendors, employees, and other. And virtually 95% of the functions you'll be using QuickBooks Online will be found under that new button. However, if you click on the gear menu, you'll see some additional options there as well, but those are not as common. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. So if you need more information, go to www.hectorgarcia.com and hire a professional to help Perfect. That's perfect. Right. So I did my cuts. There was a little jump there, but that's actually totally okay. So I'm good with my editing. Now let me click on settings so we can see kind of what that looks like. So the settings are not really that important if you're going to download it and post it into YouTube. These settings is for when you're going to keep it in Loom and use Loom as your playback tool per se. So if you're going to skip YouTube and just use Loom, then all these settings matter. So if you want to not allow the user to download it, you uncheck that. That's probably a kind of a useful one, right? Whether you want the user to be able to download it or not. So you got all the different options here you can choose. So I'm just going to leave it as it is, and I'm not really going to worry too much about that. Now this call to action, that's also pretty cool. That's only available in the Pro version. So when I click on call to action, this is what I want to put at the end to go to my website. So I'm going to put visit my website for more info, and then put www.hectorgarcia.com. Perfect. Now I'm gonna let's do rounded. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm gonna click on save, and that's good. There's my call to action. So now custom thumbnail, again, that's only the Pro edition. This is where I can upload my own thumbnail, and I'll have other videos that explain the thumbnail process. I'll put it in the description once those are out. But that's also really important. The thumbnails are actually extremely important process of promoting your videos. But for now, I'm just gonna hit cancel and let the natural random screen of the video to be my thumbnail. And essentially, that's it. I mean, you actually literally finished the video. So at this point, I can click on copy link, and I'm going to go to an incognito window just to show you what that link looks like. So if you were giving this link to someone in social media or whatever, and somebody will log into it, this is exactly what the website will look like. There's a comment section down there that we chose to leave open. There's the speed we can choose. Look at the call to action that's up here. So when you click on it, it goes straight to the website. So that's actually pretty neat. So the call to action is there. And so if you use Loom as a website you used to share, perfect, you got tons of control. Now I'm gonna close that and just show you one more thing, which is downloading the video so I can upload it to YouTube. So I'm gonna click on the download button right there, and I'll click on that. Okay, and then down here at the bottom, if I use Google Chrome, you're gonna see the video was downloaded all the way in the bottom there. So I can click on that show in Finder and see my video. There's my video. So if I had a YouTube account, which I do, so I'm gonna go into YouTube here, and I'm gonna go into my channel. Actually, let's go into YouTube here, and then YouTube. Once you have a channel set up in YouTube, and if you don't have one yet, I'll probably I'll put a link in the description below that talks about that. So I'm gonna click there where it says create video, upload video. And then I can go into select file. This is going to be probably in my downloads folder. There it is. That's the video that I just downloaded. And then basically that uploads your video into YouTube. And again, if you're brand new to YouTube, you probably want to check out other tutorials that explain the whole YouTube video upload process. But I just wanted to show you it's a pretty simple concept to just use Loom to create a video and then upload it into YouTube. But I suspect that most people using Loom are probably going to use this to give their customers a video response or create a quick video tutorial, and then maybe don't even put it into YouTube. Just take your Loom link, copy it, paste it on the email, send it to your client. Notice that you don't have to make it public. So if I put public, then essentially anyone in the world could watch that video. But if you're sending maybe somebody a private response to something or a private tutorial, then you would select link sharing. That way you can only do it based on whoever knows that link. You can click invite people and send an invitation directly from here. And you can also add a password, which is really cool. So if you're going to sell the video, for example, and you want people to pay you first before you give them the password, it's a really simple, simplified way of doing this. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. If you are an accountant and you want to learn in depth how to do QuickBooks tutorials, you should join my virtual course. It's going to go live April 30th, 2020. I'm actually going to record it live with a live audience of everyone that signs up before the full self-paced course comes out. We're going to go live on a webinar and show you this and do Q&A. And I'll put in the description below on how to sign up for that with a coupon code. So if you saw this video and you click on that from this coupon code, you'll be able to get into that live webinar, which is then going to be a self-paced course where you can learn how to master creating video tutorials, especially QuickBooks video tutorials, so you can use it to market yourself, to train your clients, to help fellow teammates on how to get stuff done with any type of software tutorial, really. But we're going to be focused on QuickBooks tutorials. So check the description. I'm also going to put that down there. Anyway, I hope you liked it. I hope you start making some free content, and I really hope Loom keep a free version of this software because it's absolutely amazing. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.